make a table to show the relationship between the number of pounds of wet vegetation a manatee eats in D days. Someone read to me what the statement is there, please, about manatees. Look at the left.
A manatee eats an average of 70 pounds of wet vegetation each day.
All right. Manatee eats 70 pounds of wet vegetation each day. So what we need to do is make a table to show the relationship between the number of pounds that the manatee eats in D number of days. Okay? PJ, question.
Why are we recording?
Jay, no, let's not go there. Okay, let's just focus. All right. So we need to make a table to show the relationship between the number of pounds and the number of days. So the first thing that we're going to do is sketch out our table, which you're going to do this at your desk. Okay? You're going to do this at your desk. Okay? Sketch out your table. Sam, you're going to do this at your desk. Sketch out your table. Okay? We're just going to start this way. Okay? Now, okay, we need to figure out the output, or the input and the output. Okay? What is the input in this case? We are trying to find the relationship between, I just lost my paper, the number of pounds a manatee eats in a certain number of days. Okay? So what do we know before we start trying to do any math or start figuring things out? What do we know? What do we know? Lucas. Okay. So the days are going to be the input. We can use the number of days to figure out how many pounds the manatee eats. We know that he eats 70 pounds each day, but if we want to find the relationship between the number of days and the pounds are going to be the output. Okay? That's going to be the output. So, what are we given? What's the information that we're given? Cassidy.
1 day equals 70 pounds.
Okay, 1 day he eats 70 pounds. Okay? So, how many pounds does he eat in 2 days? Mia, or Marlia? 140. And how many pounds does he eat in 3 days? Ian? Okay. And how many pounds does he eat in 4 days? Maggie?
280.
Okay. So, here's our table. Typically, guys, if you're given something to find or to create a table about, if you're trying to find the relationship between a number of cookies eaten in a number of minutes or the inches of rainfall in a certain number of days, most likely your time units are going to be your inputs because you always know the time, okay? You always know how many days have passed or how many minutes have passed, but you can't find out what the outcome is until you have this first given statement, okay, and you make your rule. All right, so just keep that in mind. Usually the time or the day or the hour or whatever is going to be your input, okay? All right, so now if we need to create a rule for this, an algebraic expression to represent the number of pounds that a manatee eats in a day, what would that be? Joseph? What's the algebraic expression? Thank you. X, so 70x equals y. There's the rule, right? Okay? So now, if you want to know how many pounds it eats in 7 days, like in number 11, what would that answer be? McKenna. Very good. 70 times 7 equals 490 pounds. Okay? So in 7 days, that manatee would eat 490 pounds. All right? That was numbers 9, 10, and 11. You all got that, right? Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. You are going to finish 1 through 8 on page 47. But before you start 1 through 8, I want you to work on page 49 first in class, because I want to be here to help you if you need help with the input-output thing. Okay? So get started on page 49, creating your tables and figuring out what the input and output is. Just read it carefully and ask yourself, what do I